I thought our guys came out really pleased with them. Very sharp, great intensity, played, tremendous passion, and great physical toughness, and really felt like the most physical team. We would dominate the line of scrimmage, would win the game, and really put a lot of focus on number 3, and felt like everything goes through him. And our guys accepted the challenge. Thought they came out on fire. It was fun to watch. They really were locked in. Again, around probably about the 8-minute mark in the third quarter, where most of those guys were off the field, and they played tremendous.
Coach created 4 turnovers, almost had a couple more picks. How good was that to see after not getting any in North Carolina?
Yeah, it was great. We had a great streak going there for a while. I'm not sure exactly what it was. Somebody said we had a good streak, and so against North Carolina, but bounced back in a big way. And against guys playing with great effort and being physical. Good things always happen. Playing with confidence and just flying around, doing their job. And I thought our guys really were in tune to the game plan, and where we played as with great cohesion as a unit.
You mentioned number 3, second year in a row that you managed to really shut him down. How have you been able to do that?
Well, again, it's always a collective, team effort. You got to have good coverage. You got to have, great play up front, and you got to be good in the second and third levels and fitting things. And so between our base coverages and alignments and fronts and pressures, our guys did a really good job of mixing it up. And but again, those guys up front really, I thought the guys up front played very well, and that's where it all starts.
Isaiah Simmons had another big game. He had that stretch where he had 2 tackles for a loss. It really kind of changed their field position. Is he getting enough credit for what he's doing right now nationally?
I don't even know what credit in our building we give him credit. We keep him humble as well, and he's a humble guy anyway. But he's having a great year, and he's a very good player. He's a good leader. But his best attribute is he plays so hard and plays with just incredible effort and very relentless. He'll make a mistake here or there fundamentally or alignment or whatnot, but always overcomes it because of he has some physical gifts too. He can really run and he's long, but he just plays so hard. He could have those same physical gifts if he didn't play hard like he does. If he wasn't just absolutely relentless chasing football, it doesn't matter if he has those other traits. So I think that's probably his best attribute is how hard he plays.
How much does DK's pick kind of show the culmination of the work that he's done to adjust to this side of the ball?
It's been a long time coming. That was a cover 2 zone blitz, and we weren't great. DK wasn't great, and calls similar to that, in that call, at taking what was there, what he did today, and I think we showed him a clip of Mark Fields against Boston College, pick 6, and a similar call, and I think because it's funny. In praising AJ, we got one corner on the team that can play this scheme. This is easily the easiest scheme that and allows you to be most aggressive. And yet, for some reason, coach can practice it and drill it, but we can't. You guys are just afraid and stink at executing. And so I'm just not going to call it. That's one way. Like I said, I should learn. I should know better. And I went big to do about it. And so it was great to see.
So he did it. So to clarify, he did his job on that play.
He did his job. Yeah, that's what should happen.
Is that this week that you kind of made a big deal about it?
Over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
It's been an ongoing thing, really all season. So.
27 games, I think, without allowing a 100-yard rusher. Is that something you talk about to your guys, or is that?
We've brought it up to them. They should take pride in that. And, the standard's been set, and that's a lot of good football that's been played in order to do that, and a lot of players that have contributed to that. So I guess it's the longest in college football history that something like that's been done. So that's nothing to sneeze about, and certainly something that we have talked about. And you don't want play well so you can do that. I think that's a byproduct of really, again, just playing with toughness and details and technique and passion and effort, and that's what can happen. You know, you can have one of those kinds of streaks when you take pride in how you play.
When the team is playing musical quarterbacks like they were there for most of the game, how difficult is that as a play caller? I mean, imagine their offense doesn't change a whole lot based on who they're.
Yeah, we really felt going in that, you know, both quarterbacks had more of the same characteristics and traits than they do differences. So for us, it wasn't going to change how we called the game or, you know, how we package things.
What did you see and being able to turn them over so many times?
I think our guys played, again, with a physical toughness and a passion, a relentless effort that we felt would, you know, have a chance to make a difference in the game. Again, just being the most physical team on the field, just again playing with physical toughness and playing hard, you can overcome mistakes. We had plenty of mistakes, but when you play with great effort, you know, you can overcome those things and good things happen. And the ball was in jeopardy a few times, and I thought our positioning and some of our coverages where we picked them, that, you know, just being detailed and playing with discipline and understanding their role, and, you know, it's still playing with aggressiveness within the scheme.
750th win in program history, just the 15th school to do that. It's pretty cool to be a part of that.
It sure is, and very fortunate. I think Kansas State still has the most losses in the history of college football, and we took great pride in helping turn that program around, and now, you know, it's one of the you know, the biggest turnarounds in college football history. So you always kind of knew, you know, you knew that the losing side of it, tops in the country, was not something to be proud of, but and then having been a part of both Oklahoma and Clemson now, and being two of the top 15 programs in college football history, it's a pretty cool thing, and you take a lot of pride in that, and a lot of great players and coaches that have contributed to that, and so you're, you know, honored to be a part of it.
I know you don't really look at recruiting rankings, but it's surprising that a lot of rankings had Isaiah as a 3-star. When you saw